Yo, yo. I think we're live. Are we live? Yo, Ruben, what's good, bro? Haven't done one of these in a while. Looking forward to hearing what everyone's been cooking up. Mike, how's it going, man? We've got a lot of tracks to get through today as well. Da Vinci Joe, what's good, bro? Yeah, I don't think I've done one of these in probably, don't know, 5 months maybe. So I'm excited for the return. We'll just wait for a few more people to hop in. I think Sorf is up first, and he normally hops in, but we'll wait and see. Cheers, man. It's good to be back. Mike was wondering what the price is for the Tech House Academy one-on-one coaching. I don't think it's listed. Yeah, once the actual launch goes live, because right now it's just a waiting list. But once it goes live, then you'll be able to see all the prices for each of the coaches and stuff like that. And if anyone here doesn't know, we have just launched Tech House Academy, which is basically a private one-on-one coaching through Zoom. So you can do it anywhere in the world. And you can have a lesson with one of the coaches and you can literally go through anything, any questions you may have, or we can work on your project, whatever it might be. And the waiting list for that has just launched. So if you are interested, head over to the Tech House Academy website and join the waiting list. I think there'll be a link in the description as well. Jack in. How's it going, bro? Right, let's get started. Sorf. Also, just put in the chat if you can hear this as well. Let's go. I'm also going to skip through some bits because we have, I don't know if you can see at the top, we have a lot to get through. Okay, the drums are cool. I think with the bass you could add a bit of maybe some like multi-band saturation, or just EQ, just to bring out the highs. Because unless you're on like a big system, you won't be able to hear it. For like a phone, for example, you won't be able to hear it at all. Not that that's what you're making the music for, but it would help the groove as well. So.
I'm in my city like that, hey. Just spit up like that. Stick to my paper like that. Aye, aye. I'm in my city like that. Aye. They wanna get with me like. I'm in my city like that.
Okay, cool. That instrument is nice. I think you could be a bit more creative with it. Like in the break, it just does the same thing over and over and over. So maybe chop it up, add some like cool effects, like some delay, some reverb, etc. And also on this drop, I think you currently have it where the instrument is just in the background, and I don't think that really works for the drop especially, because you want to have as much impact as possible. So I would either take it out or add in some like chops, like maybe one chop of it every bar or something like that.
They wanna get with me like, ay, stick to my paper like I'm in the race, I hop in the whip and some, ay. I'm in my city like that. Stick to my paper like I'm in the race, I hop in the whip and sit back, ay, ay. I'm in my city like that, ay. They wanna get with me like, I'm in my city, they wanna get with me, they want me just spitting like that, ay. Stick to my paper like that, ay. I'm in my city like that.
Okay, this drop's really cool. So I like it with the vocal when it comes in because it fills the space. But again, remove that instrument completely, especially from this drop. And also, yeah, again, get a bit more creative with it in this break.
Ay, they want me just spitting like that, ay. Stick to my paper like that, ay. I'm in my city like that, ay. They wanna get with me like, ay. Stick to my paper like I'm in the race, I hop in the whip and sit back, ay.
Also, I think you'll find if you remove that that instrument completely, it will make the vibe of the whole record better. Or just be very selective in where you use it. Or don't use it as a loop, for example. Just use it as like a dun dun dun, and then something like that. Because I feel like it's slowing the record down quite a lot and taking a lot of the energy away.
They want me just spitting like.
Yeah, Mike's right. The mix is super solid. The sound selection of the drums solid. It's just that loop, that instrument loop for me.
They wanna get with me like, ay. Stick to my paper like.
So yeah, this bit here, like even just without that loop, this drum, with all drums and bass in, sounds wicked. So you could have just have a play around with that loop. Maybe even try and add like a percussive sort of melody. So maybe some timbales or something for the drop instead of that loop. Because this loop here sounds great. Great sound selection. Sounds mixed down really well. But yeah, man. Sorf, as always. Nice work, bro. Next up, Franklin. Zander. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Hope you're good, bro. Right, let's go. Cool. I like the vibe of this. I think it's got a bit of odd mob sort of sound in there. It's very heavy, but like the kick and the bass, really cool. I think the vocal could be used in different sections. I think the arrangement is the thing that's holding this one back here. But I really like this build-up section, this first bit. And for some reason, the other vocal, there's the second one that played is like really loud. I don't know if that's just a mixed down thing but it's sounding good. Yeah, Mike's right in the chat. It's definitely missing some sort of effects slash ear candy just in the background, or even some like bass automation. I don't know if you're using a synth for that, but you could like open the cutoff at certain points, etc. Okay, cool. That drop's really nice. I like the energy. That big sort of synth sound that you have come in, I'm not sure if some low end needs to be taken out because it sort of just takes over. And like it sounds like it's clashing with the normal bass. But yeah, I like this in terms of the vocal arrangement chops and stuff. I like this but way better than the first drop. Also, the hi-hat's not really cutting through. So maybe just try out a few different hi-hats and you'll see the energy of the record just, yeah, it will go up massively. Yeah, especially here you can hear the hi-hat sound really like thin and they're not really punching through. There's not much transient there. So I'll definitely have a look at that because one change can make a massive difference. Yeah, man. Nice work on that. I like the vibe of that. It's different. Sounding good. Right. Adam Sharrock. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, I like the drums on this. I think they sound solid. I think the big issue on this one is the bass line because the notes are so far and few between. It loses a lot of energy when the bass line stops because that low end is just going. So I'd definitely have a look at adding a few more notes in the bass line so it's a more sort of repetitive rhythm, so the listener can really like catch on to it rather than just notes like every 2 bars or whatever it might be. But yeah, drums are super solid. It's just the bass line which is lacking. So yeah, I like the creativity you've got with all these other instruments going on in the background. I think the mix needs to be looked at because the bass is coming through too loud when it plays and all the other stuff in the background you can't really hear. So I'll definitely take a look at that. Just dragging like a reference track. A lot of like, this is like a sort of 90s lately bass. So there's a lot of tracks out there right now that you can sort of reference in terms of sonics and sound, etc. But the actual sound selection of, I think there's a synth in the background. Sounds really good, very current. It's just the mix which is holding it back. I'd also focus on a more simpler melody of that synth that's coming in, because you can't really hook onto the sound, if that makes sense. Like the listener can't really follow what's going on, and you want to make something that people will remember, or it gets stuck in their head when they go away from listening to it. So yeah, definitely look at simplifying some of the melodies. Vocals cool as well though. Adam, this was my first track, so 100% the mix isn't great. First track, fair play, bro. Yeah, for your first track, sounds amazing. Then you've definitely got some solid foundations there. But my advice to you, if this is like your first track and you're sort of starting out, simplicity is key. So try and just focus on one thing, one like solid idea, and getting it right. So for example, use one of them bass sounds that you've got and then create a melody around that, rather than trying to use like 4 or 5 different like instruments and synths coming in. And then yeah, you'll have way better results by doing that than trying to overcomplicate things, because more complicated doesn't mean it's going to be better. But yeah, man, for your first track, I love the creativity of it. And all your ideas. It's just executing it. But I'd say you can split up a few of these basses and have 2 different tracks from it, because there's a lot of ideas in here. But yeah, man, the vocal's good. The drum sound selection for your first track is really good. So yeah, man, keep going. Blaze Orange, what is good, brother? Right. Xander, feel good. Okay, cool. Vocal chop I really like. Drums I really like. Bass I really like the actual sonic sound of it, sort of that rolling, almost like tool room style. But again, there's way too much gap in between the bass notes, that it just kills the energy in the groove. So definitely look at maybe chopping up that bass. I don't know if it's a sample or a synth, but chop it up and then just try putting it in places where there isn't anything, and then you can create basically a better rhythm out of that. Yeah, man, actual sound selection is really good. Some 16ths would be nice as well, so like a shaker or something like that, just to boost the energy. Also, try and shorten that hat. I know this has already come out, so maybe just take some of this for your next track, but I'd definitely try and make that hat a bit shorter. Again, because it would just make the drums more snappy and punchier. But the kick is really nice. Okay, cool. So this bass line needs to basically come in when the other bass sound comes in, because this groove sounds way better already. I don't know if that's a different bass or if you've layered it. If not, I'd just go with whatever this one is. Okay, cool. Nice work, man. Sounding good. I would focus on having them sort of synth melodies that you've got going on in there. I'd focus on having them play for a longer period of time, because it seems like they just come in and they go within like 5 seconds, and then you've got a different melody come in. But yeah, other than that, and that bass that I think you should put in this first drop here. Nice work. Thanks for sending that in. Cool. Next up, No Lover in the Club. Again, I'm gonna skip through these to like the main parts, because as you can see, we've got a lot to get through. I like the vibe of this so far. Bass is really nice. Vocals sounding good. Something in the drums isn't quite working for me. I don't know if it's I think it's the hat. I think it's way too long. So again, just try and shorten this, and then it'll groove way better. Especially with this sort of bass and these drums, a shorter hat will definitely just make it pump way more. Okay, cool. Synth work is absolutely wicked. Some parts are really, really cool. I think once this big hit sort of comes in with the synth, I don't think you need to repeat it. Like, for example, here, like the massive Hoover, I don't think you need that again. There's some really nice like rhythmic parts, like the really short ones, the short synths that come in are really nice. Like the dun dun dun, that's really nice. So I just repeat that a bit more, because people want to groove to it and they don't need like the constant like massive Hoover sound. But yeah, man, the sound selection is really, really nice. Again, I think less is more on this one, because the actual groove is absolutely wicked as well. So. So it goes dun 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 dun. I think that dun 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 bit you could have for way longer, like 8 bars or something, and you do a really cool like pitched up effect in the break. So maybe have that in the drop rather than the constant like Hoover sounds again. But this has got potential. Like this bit just here that played. That's the best part of the groove. You can obviously have your massive synth coming on the drop, but I think that's the best part. But yeah, man, great work on that one. Yeah, sounding wicked. I'll just have a look at them synths so they're not overpowering the actual groove of the track. But yeah, sound selection is great. So yeah, man, nice work. Cool. Cool. I like all the percussion hits and stuff you've got in there. I'd just take a look at the level of them. I think some of them are pretty loud. And maybe the clap as well. I'd bring that down a few dB.
Everybody in the area ain't messing with the herd. Everybody ain't messing with the herd. If the brothers on the L, then I think you know the word. All the recipe in the luggage and it's going to a turf. Everybody in the area ain't messing with the herd. Call me in the city and I'm lurking 63rd. If the brothers on the L, then I think you know the word. All the recipe in the luggage and it's going to a turf. Everybody in the area ain't messing with the herd.
Cool. I like the synth design on the drop. I think that's really nice. The vocal's really nice, and that silent bit. I'll definitely have a look at changing the kick in this. Because again, I just feel like it's killing the energy. And sound selection, pretty much for every element, is like the key to getting a track to sound good. So I definitely get your idea down in your DAW, and then go back and then compare it to a reference track, and then you'll see instantly or hear instantly that, oh, their kick is way better or it's way punchier than mine, and that's why mine's lacking the energy. And you can easily go and change it. So yeah, definitely spend time once your idea's down and you're happy with it. Definitely spend time refining your sounds. I think you could definitely cut like 8 bars out of this as well, or introduce a different element so it doesn't get too repetitive.
Everybody in the area ain't messing with the herd. Call me in the city and I'm lurking 63rd. Everybody in the area ain't messing with the herd. Call me in the city and I'm lurking 63rd. If the brothers on the L, everybody in the area ain't messing with the herd. You know the word, all the recipe in the luggage and it's going to a turf. Everybody in the area ain't messing with the herd.
But yeah, nice one, man. Thanks for sending that in. Great vibe you got going there. Just definitely have a look at changing that kick drum, because then the bass will work way better with it as well. Cool. Orlando, don't know if he's in the chat. Not too sure. Cool, man. Wicked sound selection on your drums, by the way. Sounding proper chunky, and the bass as well. Your kick and bass is working really nice together. It's got that sort of old, I would say old school, but it's not that old. But like that American like 2018 tech house sound, but a bit faster. That FM synth on the drop is really nice. I was just thinking maybe in like the break, this bit, take out some of the instruments, so you've just got the vocal, and then the drop will come in way harder. But yeah, man, good work so far. Yeah, I agree with Mike. The FM stab could definitely come up in the mix just to make it more powerful on the drop. But I really like what you've done here with the break and the vocal. Like proper stripped it down with the clap. It's really nice. And the vocal chop for the build up as well. It'd be good to like them keys that you got playing, maybe just add a bit of variation on the notes or delay or something, or swap them out. So keep them in, but swap them out in parts for a different element, just so it doesn't sound a bit too repetitive. But yeah, man, nice one, Orlando. Thanks for sending that in, bro. Yeah, sounding wicked. Just a few things to have a look at. So the break at the start, strip it down and probably the same as the second one. And yeah, just have a look at them keys, see if you can add a little bit of variation. But yeah, man, great vibe. Cool, man. I think your vibe and sound selection on this is absolutely wicked, by the way. The groove, the drums and the bass, like the offbeat bass, is really nice. I think not big, but I think the issue here is the arrangement. So this part, for example, is way more impactful than this drop. Like this vocal chop is more of a build-up tool, in my opinion, and it definitely sounds way better when you've got all the drums in. But yeah, that's just an arrangement sort of thing. Like, I think it should drop to this, so like, I think that has way more impact than this part. The ear candy in this is wicked as well, by the way. Sounds great.
We can meet at the party later. I'll be the guy with the party favors.
Again, the ear candy sounds really good. I think it's just that drop with the kick and the bass with no other drums, with that specific vocal chop is what's killing it. So I think if you drop to here with some vocal chops, it will sound great, but just change these ones out for the drop, and use them in the build up, for example. So but yeah, man, vibe is wicked, mix down sounds great, sound selection is spot on as well, and yeah, I love the vocal. I just have a look at them drops, because I think this has got way more potential. If you have a look at that and swap them out for some different parts. But yeah, man, thanks for sending in. Cool. Shadow Oaken, How is it going, bro? Is he in the chat? I think he is. I saw him lurking about somewhere. He is in the chat. Cool. Shogun Tantra.
Make the bass pop. Playa, bracia, Jana, Ranjane. Playa, bracia, Jana, Ranjane. Playa, bracia. Playa, bracia, Jana, Ranjane. Playa, bracia, Jana, Ranjane.
Cool, man. I really like the elements you've got in here. The vocal's really cool. This like synth, I don't know what sort of sound it is, but it sounds really good. I'd possibly have a look at having that in the drop. I'm not sure if it'll come in the second drop, but having this vocal on a drop, swap it for that synth, because that synth has got a lot of energy. But yeah, drums are really chunky. So yeah, man.
Playa, bracia, Jana, Ranjane. Playa, bracia.
Like this instrument here is really, really cool. I think that could sound wicked on a drop. Again, this is similar to the last track. I think just the arrangement of the drops could be swapped out because the energy is really high here and it sort of drops out just the kick and bass and that vocal. But yeah, the actual sound choices are good. It's just the way you've used them. I think it could be slightly improved. But yeah, man, nice one, Shadow. Really cool track. Yeah, I'll definitely just take a look at the arrangement of the drops, etc. But yeah, bro, thanks for sending in. Qual, what is good, bro? He's in the chat. I saw him about. Cool. What is the move?
Sweat dripping, just me and you. Time's ticking, so what's the move? Sweat dripping, just me and you. Time's ticking, so what's the move? Sweat dripping, just me and you. Time's ticking, so what's the move?
Okay, I love the vocal on this one. It fits really well with the vibe. The drums need to be filled out slightly, I think, because they seem a bit static at the moment. So some percussion, some 16th notes would be nice. But I like the synth as well. It's really like trippy to go with the vibe of the vocal. So yeah, man, nice work. Cool, man. I like the vocal effects and stuff that you've added in. Really, really cool. and the organ sounds great as well. I think the arrangement is just slightly a bit too long here. Like it goes down, the energy comes down, and it just sort of kicks back in again, but there's no real like build up to it. So I think I would just cut out this like here, just so it goes into this main break way sooner than it does. But yeah, all the elements sound wicked together.
Just me and you. Time's ticking. So what's the move? Sweat dripping. Just me and you. Time's ticking. So what's the move? Sweat dripping. Just me and you. Move. What's the move? 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 Sweat dripping. Just me and you. Time's ticking. So what's the move? Move.
Cool, man. I really like what you've done in this break here with the vocal and the robot effect, and like the silence. That's really, really cool. But yeah, I think the drop again, I think you need to come in full blast. Like the kick in the bass, it works, but I think you could go somewhere later on in the arrangement. I think you need to come in with the organ and all the drums, or at least just try it out.
So what's the move?
Also, did you use this pad's really nice? Is it?
The move. So what's the move? Just me and you. Tripping.
Yeah, I'd definitely use that pad some point in this breakdown as well, because that's really nice. But yeah, man, wicked work. Sounds great. I love what you've done with them vocals, with them robot effects. I would just have a look at filling out them drums with some percussion fills, and then just arrangement in this second half and the drop. But yeah, man, great track. Okay, this one sounds good, but for some reason it's really quiet. I don't know if it's been mastered like that. I don't know if it's the same for everyone else in the chat as well. But yeah, it sounds good. The vocals sound really good, and the drum selection sounds great. But yeah, I don't know why it's so quiet. Okay, the bass is really cool. I'd definitely have a look at the kick though. I think it's not providing much energy at all. And it's just the wrong sound selection for this vibe. Like it's sort of sitting in the background. Whereas I think a big like chunky kick would really like elevate this. Yeah, I really like the arrangement, what you've done here. I think the hi-hat could definitely be shortened. Again, just to make it more punchy, and the groove will work way better. Be a nice one, Adam. I think that repetitive synth needs to be somehow changed, or just again adding a bit of variation, as it does get a little bit repetitive. But yeah, before sending this out to labels or releasing, etc., I'd definitely have a look at the mix down, or like the master, because it seems really quiet. But yeah, man, other than that, nice work. Cool. Deeper. Not sure who this is by. I don't know, I'll find out while I'm listening. Cool. Oh, this is Mike. Nice, man. Nice one, Mike. Yeah, I really like what you've done, going for that sort of American rolling tech house sound. Like the clap snare thing sounds really good. The rolling bass line sounds great, and I love what you've done with the cut off and stuff, opening it up and closing it again. Vocal sounds good. That lead sound on the drop, I think it's either like too harsh or just way too wide. I'd definitely look at like bringing that back into the middle, like making it a bit more mono, so then it has more power. Especially as it's like the main lead sound that comes in on the drop. If it's too wide, even on headphones, but especially on a big system, you want your main elements to be going down the middle. But yeah, man, wicked vibe. Loving the ear candy and stuff as well, by the way, like the acid shots. I'd maybe have a go at removing that deeper vocal on this drop, because there's a lot going on. And I think the synths are good enough to sort of carry this drop without that vocal chop, or use it way less, so don't have it repeating like constantly. Maybe like A-B it with some of the synths, but yeah, man, sounding really good. But yeah, man, nice one, Mike. Thank you for sending that in, bro. That sounds absolutely wicked. So you had a few things to go through. For me, would be that percussion, that synth on the drop. Definitely make it looking that more in the middle, more solid. And also the drums, there's a sort of knocking sound on like the kick, on the one. I'm not sure if that is the kick itself, but I'd definitely take a look at your drums, get them mixed down on point, and that sound selection on the kick. But other than that, yeah, man, great vibe. I could definitely see like a lot of them American DJs playing this out as well. So yeah, man, nice work. Cool. Max. Okay, the idea on this is really solid. The synths sound really good. I think the mix as well sounds great. It's just the bass line for me, which is lacking in this. It does say unmastered, to be fair. But yeah, it may just be a mix down thing. So I'd definitely look at the low end in this and again compare it to your reference tracks. But yeah, the groove on this is really nice.
I like the way you
Also, I'd take a look at shortening that clap because everything else is like really tight in the mix, but the clap seems to just again like not destroy, but take away from the energy rather than add to it. So I'd definitely just look at shortening it, the sustain of it.
I like the way you going down in it, down in it, yeah. I like the way you going down in it, I like drowning in it, down in it.
Also, maybe take up the vocal in this point here, because yeah, it just repeats for way too long.
I like the way you're going down in it. I like the way you down in it, drown in it. I like the way you're going down in it, down in it, drown in it.
Nice one, Max. Yeah, maybe I have a look at adding some like vocal chops in here as well, rather than just the vocal like going over and over again. But yeah, I really like the vibe of this one, and the groove is really good. Just have a look at like, well, when you mix it down, just have a look at the bass especially, like the low end, like below 100 hertz, and just like tightening up the clap, etc. But the actual vibe and the idea is really good. So yeah, man, nice work on that. On Batra. Again, this vibe's really nice. I like the vocals so far. Again, your hat and your clap would sound way better if they were just tightened up and shortened a lot more. So definitely have a look at doing that. like the bass sound as well, by the way. Proper like crunchy. Sounds wicked. Cool, man. My only advice here would be you can let the track breathe a bit more. Like, you don't need stuff to constantly be happening in every single spare bit of space that there is. Because right now, when one synth ends, the next one goes, and it's just constant. So there's no room for the actual groove to like come through, which will be difficult to like dance to, etc. in the club. So I definitely allow more space, and let your track breathe more. Have some of the elements still in there, but just arrange them slightly differently, so that you can really like feel the groove. But the actual ideas and stuff you've got in there are really good. So yeah, man, nice work, Ruben.
Ik weet zeker, ik was gisteren te veel. Als je morgen nog bij mij bent, nou dan weet ik het wel. Spontaan, schat, waar kom je vandaan?
Moestekeel, ja, mijn roots ligt in het zuiden en mijn ski pakt de deel.
Want dit gaat beter, shit die dik voor geen meter. Ski nu al kilometers, op zoek naar jou. En ik zeg nee, dat is Lotje, en Lotje is Frans. Is geboren in de bergen en...
Okay, the drums and the bass on this really nice and tight. Mix is sounding good as well. I like what you were trying to do with the vocal here. I just think it goes way too wide, so I can't actually hear the vocal. I like what you're going for, but just tone it down slightly so you can still actually hear the vocal, if that makes sense.
Breng me croissant.
Oh ja, ik weet, dit gaat goed, maar gaat nog beter als ik dans. Je weet, ik kan ook.
En ze brengt me croissant.
Oh ja, ik weet, dit gaat goed, maar...
Shit, dik voor geen meter. Roet je naar beneden in de juiste cadans. Al om 10 uur op de piste.
Doe maar rustig als je doorgaat zo. We gaan door tot na.
Meters op zoek naar je.
Cool, man. I think this here is definitely screaming out for like a pad or like a synth or something to fill the space, or like a texture, because it's quite like raw at the minute, and the groove is great as well, so I'd definitely give it a chance to groove without the vocal at some point, because so far the vocal has been in like constantly.
En ik zeg nee, dat is Lotje. En Lotje is Frans. Is geboren in de bergen en ze brengt me croissant.
Oh ja, ik weet, dit gaat goed, maar...
En ik zeg nee, dat is Lotje. En Lotje is Frans. Is geboren in...
Ik praat ook woordjes Frans.
En ik zeg nee, dat is Lotje. En Lotje is Frans.
Ja, ik weet, dit gaat goed, maar het gaat...
Okay, cool. I think this arrangement here, so this groove here
Nee, dat is Lotje.
is wicked. So drop into this kick with no bass and just vocal doesn't really give the energy that it needs to for the drop. So I'd probably just cut this, to be honest, and then just go straight to this, because this is great.
En Lotje is Frans.
Je weet, ik kan...
And you could potentially try and add in some more like percussion to the drums, so they've got a bit of swing, bit of character to the drums. But yeah, man, mix down is great. The sound selection with the bass and your kick and drums is really good. Just have a look at adding some parts in this break and this drop here. Just take a look at this. If not, just cut it out and so it drops straight to this. But yeah, nice one, Ruben. Great work. Sam Broadrib, Hypnotized remix. Cool, man. Excited to hear this one. love how you've used that there. That part's obviously from the original, but that's used in a really nice way.
Chemistry, like heaven such, you leave a mark on me. The more I fight it, the deeper I go. I'm spiraling down, I lose all control. The more I hide it, the weaker I grow. This perfect illusion, don't wanna let go. I feel hypnotized, circles.
Cool, man. Yeah, I really like this vibe. Proper like tough offbeat bass, really cool. I think the drop could be different. If you wanted to go the vocal route, I think here
I feel hypnotized.
with that synth into the vocals would work really well.
Surely I go. Illusion, don't wanna let go. I feel hypnotized.
That would be cool, or just that synth and then go into the drop. Because as soon as you drop, you have something filtering up. It's like a different instrument. And you don't really want to have that straight away when the drop comes in. But yeah, man, wicked so far.
I'm spiraling down, I lose all control. I feel hypnotized, I'm losing my mind.
You've used them simps really well as well. Like they have a lot of space to breathe. Like doesn't seem too overpowering. And yeah, man, the sound choice is great.
Don't take you, it's perfect, it's like the iron light. The more I hide it, the weaker I grow. It's perfect illusion, don't wanna let go. I feel hypnotized, circles in my eyes, I'm losing my mind.
Okay, cool. That's super tough. That drop, really nice. But don't bring this synth in straight away because it takes away from the groove of the drop, which is so good. And it's like the listener or like on the dance floor, people will just want to groove to that. And it'll be difficult to do that with that synth like coming in straight away. So just leave it for like 8 bars later. But yeah, man, wicked.
Eyes blinded by your light, holding. I feel I'm spiraling.
But yeah, nice one, Sam. Yeah, sound choice is great, vibe is great. Yeah, smashed it. Cool, Blaze Orange. Poolside bangers. Yeah, I really like this. You've smashed that disco vibe. Drums sound really tight. Maybe the kick could be changed out to something a bit more subbier, because right now it just seems to be poking through, but there's not much power in it. I know it's not meant to be like a massive like clubby kick, but yeah, I really like the vibe of this one. I really like what you've done with this. Something cool to do though with the actual disco loop, bring it down slightly in volume, but also add like a kickstart or like a side chain to it. That will give it like a really nice pumping effect. Okay, another arrangement thing. I think you could drop with this, because you always want to drop with your best part or the part with the most energy. Yeah, on that riff, just add a bit of sidechain. I think it will make it bounce really well. But I think you should also try and drop with this. I think, yeah, definitely try that out. I think that would sound really, really cool. And then you can just swap these two sections, literally just swap them around. Okay, cool. So literally like this, what you've done here, but with all the drums in, because I think the hat is missing here. Or maybe look at adding like just a short hi-hat here, just to bring up the energy. Yeah, nice one, Blaze. Yeah, I could definitely see this being played like an Ibiza Sunset or Ibiza Pool. But yeah, man, it sounds absolutely wicked. Smash that disco vibe. Thanks for sending in. Cool. Okay, this mixdown sounds great, by the way. I really like what you've done with like the variation of the energy and the vibe between the break and the drop, and how it switches to like this tech house roller. Sounds really cool. Yeah, again, just for this one, I'd say that let the track and the groove breathe a little more, because the groove is absolutely wicked, and there's quite a lot of like ear candy, which is good, but it's going on way too often, or it just sounds way too frequent. So yeah, just let the track breathe a bit more, and the groove will come out way better.
My God.
Yeah, man, it sounds absolutely wicked. The mix down again is great. Yeah, my only bit of advice would to be take out some ear candy at certain points, because less is more in these sort of situations. Like, the groove is great, and at some points I just don't really know what to focus on because there's a lot going on. But yeah, man, sounds absolutely wicked. Cool.
Fight the harder that I fall. Every move I make is so I can be close to you.
Vocals sound really well mixed down in this.
But every heart you break should only look for someone new. Every step I take.
Cool. Really, really nice vibe. Like, really euphoric. I would take a look at the mix down of your drums or the sound selection. So maybe just drag like a melodic sort of track, something on maybe like Anjuna Deep or something like that, and then just A/B your drums against theirs. Get like the extended mix and solo your drums and just A/B against theirs, and you'll be able to see like what's lacking in yours versus theirs. But the actual vibe and idea is really, really cool.
I've looked all around, but there's no way out. Every move I make is so I can be close to you. Make sure that we live all the way off my mind. I can be close to you. But every heart you're the one inside. It's stuck here, it takes me all the way back to you.
Yeah, man, the vocals on this are absolutely wicked. I don't know if if you mix these down, and if they're original vocals, but they sound really, really good. Yeah, I like the synths on here, sound really good. It reminds me of like old school, like 2020 Camel Fat. It's got that sort of vibe. So yeah, it's really, really nice. Just have a look at the mix down in terms of the drums, and I think this will take this record to an even better place. But yeah, sounds wicked. Cool, man. Nice work, Dane. The drums are sounding clean. The actual sound selection is good. I think the mix down on this could be improved. And the bass as well is really nice. It's that classic like lately bass. Maybe have a look at sidechaining it, because I'm not sure if it is sidechained at the minute. But yeah, sound selection is really cool. I like the synth. Just for me, the arrangement, it doesn't really like drop out anywhere and come back up. It's just like constant. So I definitely look at taking out a lot more elements in your breakdown to make it more of like a breakdown rather than just like the 8-bar loop going over and over again. But yeah, man, idea is really nice. Again, just the same thing with the breakdown. Just properly like strip it back, add in like a pad or something maybe. But I like the introduction of the organ. I'd maybe try and drop in this second drop with that organ, rather than the same synth as the first one. But yeah, man, nice work. Drums are like proper like old school, like 90s, sounding really good. But yeah, just take a look at the arrangement, especially with the breaks and the mix down. And yeah, man, you are good to go. Cool. Got that Josh Baker bass. That bass is really nice. The actual melody of it itself as well. That's really, really cool. I think I'm not the biggest fan of this, just because like the actual elements are cool, but I'd add some sort of rhythm, even if it's just one clap or one hat, just so that there is some sort of like rhythm there, especially for the dance floor. It's just like a club record. But yeah, you smash the vibe of this sort of Josh Baker sound. The sound selection's really, really nice. I think you could cut out this part here, just because you've got a good like amount of drop here, and you don't want it to get too repetitive. But yeah, the actual sound choice of the actual like synths and the bass and stuff is really, really nice. Yeah, man, G Reese, you have smashed that vibe, that Josh Baker minimal sound, sounding really good. Also, just take a look in this break here. I think the vocal goes slightly out of time, nothing major. But yeah, man, great work on that. Sounds really nice. Cool.
Let me pop my shit.
Proper nice tech house roller, this one. Bass and just mix down in general sounds really, really good. Yeah, I haven't got much comments so far, to be honest. The vocal's nice. Yeah. I'm not sure about that sort of guitar thing that came in. It sort of throws off the vibe of that whole like cool like US tech house. But everything else is really, really nice.
pop my shit.
Yeah, okay, cool. So that guitar sort of sound that you've got going on here is nice. It could work in another track, but I think for this sort of vibe, especially like the vocal and like the actual sound of like the kick and the bass and the drums, the drums and the bass, and just the overall vibe, I think you could choose a more darker sound to use here. I think that would fit way better.
Let me pop my shit. Let me pop my shit.
But yeah, man. Nice one, Nicky. That sounds absolutely wicked. Complete track. Yeah, I haven't really got much comments on that at all. Other than that sound, I think this track is really, really nice. So yeah, man. Thanks for sending that in. Cool. Wise Theodore. Hope you're good, bro. Trust you. Let's go.
Love you because I trust you. With all the lead, oh, you best believe. I've never thought I'd be in love like this. It's feeling like first birthday wish. The warmth inside, it's all gonna be alright. So easy to love you because I love you. Because I love you. Because I love you. Because I love you. Because I so easy to
Okay, cool. This is absolutely wicked. The mix down is like spot on. The sound choice of like the drums and stuff is really, really nice with that bass, proper like tough. My only thing is, again, I think the groove on this is absolutely wicked. So I think you need to either drop to like way less stuff going on, because it's just constant, like you want to be able to like dance to it. Whereas right now it's a bit mental. So I think actually taking stuff out will make this drop way better, because the groove is just like really, really nice. Like this bit here, like just the groove is really, really good.
Never thought I'd meet a love like this. It's feeling like first birthday wish. The warmth inside, it's all gonna be alright.
This is sick.
Because I love you. Because I love you. Because I love you. Because I love you. Because I so easy to
Yeah, that bit in the build up is sick. Proper takes it away, and then when it hits back in, it's wicked. So yeah, with the simp stuff, I'd probably keep it in for this second drop, but then for the first drop, just going with that groove, because the listener doesn't actually get to hear the actual just groove by itself before this first drop or at all. So definitely, and then you can build on that here. But yeah, this part is it's great. Yeah, man. Nice one, Wise. That sounds like mix down wise. It sounds clean, really, really clean. So yeah, just take a look at that first drop for me. And other than that, I haven't got really anything else to say. The breakdown as well with these like strings and like the orchestra is really, really, really nice touch. So yeah, nice work. Cool. La Bonita. Nice Latin vibe on this one. Yeah, drums and bass sound great. Again, the trumpet sound, I think it needs to cut through a bit more. It's sounding quite thin. So I don't know if you can EQ that a bit just to make it cut through. I'd definitely drag another Latin track that's already like been released. That's like a similar vibe and has a sort of similar instrument into your project, and then just A/B between yours and theirs, and then you'll be able to see how theirs is processed and how it sits in the mix. And then some cool like reverb build up for the actual like trumpet here would be nice. But yeah, bro, this is wicked. That vocal on the drop is really nice. Just the arrangement of this drop's really good, spot on. Yeah, nice one, man. That is sounding wicked. Just take a look at that trumpet sound in terms of the mix down. And yeah, other than that, mix sounds great. So yeah, nice work. Cool. Right, we got 4 more to get to. Jakin. Nice electro vibe on this one. Yeah, so far so good. I'd maybe tighten up that clap a little bit, or it's not sitting on the beat right, but that's again just a really small thing. Again, I think this section is a bit manic. I'd just focus on one sound, or maybe have 2 sounds, but have them A/B rather than everything playing at the same time, because like you can't really focus on one thing. I think the idea is good, but yeah, this section needs to be cleaned up a bit in terms of arrangement of your synths. Yeah, nice one, Jackin. Yeah, for me it was just the arrangement of the synths and the ear candy, so that you want to make it so that they're not clashing. So yeah, maybe have them A/B a bit more. Just solo your synths, and just click play, and then you'll see what I mean. That they're all like going at the same time. So you can create a really cool A/B. So like one thing plays, then it stops, and the other one responds, rather than everything going at the same time. But yeah, vibe is really, really good. The mix down sounds solid. So yeah, man, nice work. Jacking again. Cool. I'll quickly go through this one. Cool, man. This one I think is lacking sound selection on the drums. They seem to have no sort of warmth to them. Like everything's quite high and harsh. But yeah, it works well with the vocal, like the actual rhythm and the vibe. But yeah, just drum sound selection. Like the kick isn't really punching through that much. Yeah, this one sounds better in terms of there's space for the elements to breathe, and it doesn't sound like anything's clashing. But yeah, take a look at that sound selection on the drums, and you are good to go. Cool. Roman Anthony, too cool. Cool, man. The mix sounds great on this, by the way. I don't know if this is been like mastered or mixed, or if you've done it, but yeah, it sounds great. And yeah, whole vibe is really, really nice. Really nice groove. Only thing is, I would have a look at on the drop. You've got like the disco loop going on, but it seems to be like the highs are cut out of it, and that's just taken away from the energy. I don't know if that's how it's come, but yeah, I would definitely either look at EQing that, or if you've already processed it, take out some of that high cut that you've put in. If not, try and boost it and see if you can make it a bit more present in the mix.
I like you, but hey, you're way too cool. I like you, but you got me dancing like a crazy fool. I like you, crazy fool. I like you, but hey, you're way too cool. You got me, you got me dancing like a crazy fool. I like you, but hey, you're way too cool. You got me dancing like a crazy fool. I like you, but hey, you're way too cool. You got me dancing like a crazy fool. I like you, but hey, you're way too cool. You got me dancing like hey, you're way too cool.
It would be cool to hear this like horn sound a bit more in the track. But yeah, man, this is sounding great. Yeah, haven't got really much to say about that one. Sounds really, really nice. It sounds complete. sounds like the idea is like 100% there. It's got an identity, which is good. I'll just have a look at that disco loop, see if you can open it up, just so there's a bit more presence. But yeah, nice one, Roman. Cool. Track by Jueri. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Cool. Cool, man. I like the vibe of the bass line that you've gone for, and just the vibe in general, that it's like probably like gritty, dark, but groovy at the same time. The drums seem a bit static, so I'd definitely try and add some like 16ths to them, or some percussion, just something to give them a bit of movement. Cool. Yeah, the groove is wicked. I would just look to add something in here because it seems a bit empty when it drops. For example, just like a synth or like, again, a percussion would be nice because it just sort of drops, and there's nothing being added, or there's no like suspense to the drop, if that makes sense. But the elements you've got in there are good at the moment. Maybe even like a vocal chop from this like atmosphere thing that you've got, would be nice. Yeah, cool. Again, same with the second drop. Just some of these ear candy things in here. I'd probably use them in the drop, or like you've got a cool like vocal atmosphere chop here, like a stutter effect, which will be cool. But yeah, the actual vibe's really nice. It's again, yeah, it's like that sort of like rolling sort of tech house, but not like the sort of like fast darker stuff. But yeah, so far just the drops. Just lacking some sort of element just to bring the energy up, but everything else sounds great. Cool. Yeah, I'll just take a look at them two things. Adding like some ear candy or vocal chop to the drop, and yeah, man, you are good to go. Cool. That was a lot of tracks to get through, but we did it. Yeah, thank you everyone for sending your tracks in. It was good to make a return to the live streams, and I've got one at the end of the month as well, so yeah, make sure you've got your tracks ready for that. And yeah, Tech House Academy, the waiting list is now open, so head over to the website, and then you can join the waiting list, and then when the launch happens, you'll be notified. And yeah, it's basically a one-on-one private coaching platform with 4 coaches. And yeah, you can have one-on-one lessons. You can ask about anything. You can work on your own tracks. So yeah, that is now open for the waiting list. So yeah, you can click the link in the description, enter your email, and you'll be notified when it is launched. Cool. Yeah, thank you for everyone for sending your demos in. There was some really cool stuff there. And yeah, look forward to next time.